Welcome back to Basement Backgammon. On this episode, we'll be looking at problem 112 in Bill Robertie's 501 Essential Backgammon Problem Series. In this problem, black is to play a 6-2. You'll notice the cube is centered. You notice black has a blot inside their home board. So does white inside our home board. We have split checkers in the back. White has no structure at all inside their home board. It's relatively early in the game. I guess you can call this the start of the middle game. And we have not the greatest roll here with the 6-2. It doesn't cover our blot over here. It doesn't make a point on top of white. And we can't even run out both the back checker. We can run out this checker if we wanted to over here. And that's an option. So we only have three checkers on our midpoint. We probably don't want to strip that. But anyway, these are a bunch of considerations. I did not get this one right when I looked at it prior to filming this. Let's see if you do. We have 10 seconds to decide. Hit the pause button if you need more time. I'll be back in 10 seconds. All right, we're back. So Robertie's answer to this, believe it or not, is to make the 1 point. 7-1-3-1. That's the answer according to Robertie. Now, I was kind of shocked at this, but let's read what Robertie has to say. Let him defend himself. When you're conducting a blitz or a potential blitz and your opponent can't anchor, all inner board points are important, even the ones behind a block. And the right play is 7-1-3-1. So that's all he says. But let's discuss that for just a second. What does that exactly mean? Well, a blitz means to try to hit your opponent inside your home board as much as possible and try to eventually close them out. That's a blitz, right? We need ammunition in the zone in order to do that. We do have some ammunition because we have checkers here and we have checkers here in the 6 and 7 points. But when he gets hit, we don't want him to come back in. So if we do this, the idea is if we do this, right, and he can only leap out with either his natural 6 or some sort of combination, but he can't safety himself. 3-3, nope. Okay, he can do double threes to run around, but he can't safety himself because this is as far as he can get. 3-6. Then we have the option of hitting with either of these checkers in order to hit him, put him back on the bar, try to make more points. We can even attack him in our outfield over here. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to blitz in this situation. The reason we're trying to blitz is because white has an open board. So if we're trying to blitz, and if that's the idea of it, then making any point inside, given that white can't anchor inside of our home board, so we can keep hitting him with impunity, is always going to be in danger until he anchors somewhere or until he safeties onto a point. Then making a point even behind the blot, which is normally not something we like to do, becomes important. That is Robertie's take on it. I did not get this right. I was going to do a kind of obvious 6-2. This was my play when I first looked at this. I was like, this becomes obvious to me because I want to make this point or make a point on his head. And then this becomes the 6. And I don't want to strip the midpoint. That was my play. Robertie disagrees. This is Robertie's play. But let's throw it over to XG and see what XG has to say about it. Remember, this is a money game, not a tournament. Although I'll show you some tournament stats as well. And we'll see where XG lands on it. I'll be right back with that analysis. And we're back with our XG analysis of problem 112. We have to play a 6-2. Robertie says to make the 1 point, which is not obvious to me at all. And yet, here's what XG has to say. XG completely agrees. And not only does it agree, it is the only move which provides us with positive equity. Everything else is a negative equity move and a blunder on top of it. So this is by far the only move that makes sense in this particular situation. Odd, right? Except not odd. It makes sense when Robertie explains it. Make your inner board points in an effort to blitz that lone checker on the next roll. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the series. That's important. And hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of future videos when I upload them. I'll be uploading one a day to the end of the series. I will see you tomorrow with problem 113. See you then.